Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Lily who moved into an old, creaky house on the edge of town. She had always been drawn to the mysterious and the macabre, and the old house seemed like the perfect place to explore her interests. But as she settled into her new home, strange things began to happen. At first, it was just small things: a door that creaked open on its own, an eerie whisper in the middle of the night. But soon, the occurrences grew more frequent and more terrifying. Lily tried to ignore the strange happenings, convincing herself that it was just her imagination. But the more she tried to ignore it, the worse it became. She began to see apparitions of people who had long since passed away, and heard the sound of their voices whispering in her ear. One day, she decided to explore the attic, hoping to find some answers to the strange occurrences in her home. As she rummaged through the old trunks and boxes, she stumbled upon a diary. It was the diary of a young girl who had lived in the house many years ago. As Lily read the diary, she realized that the girl had been haunted by the same supernatural occurrences that she was now experiencing. She learned that the girl had tried to escape the house, but had been tragically killed before she could leave. Lily was terrified, but she knew that she had to escape the house before it was too late. She tried to leave, but every door and window was locked tight. As she searched for a way out, she heard a faint whisper calling her name. Suddenly, everything went silent. The ghosts disappeared, and the eerie whispers stopped. Lily was confused but relieved. As she walked towards the door, she felt a strange sense of calm wash over her. But as she opened the door, she was met with a blinding light. She shielded her eyes and stepped through the door, only to realize that she had been dead all along. The haunting had been a warning, a chance for her to escape before it was too late. Lily's spirit now wanders the halls of the old house, warning others of the dangers that lurk within. But to those who don't listen, she becomes a vengeful spirit, forever trapped in the cycle of haunting and despair. The townspeople soon began to notice that the old house on the edge of town was once again empty, with no signs of anyone living there. But some claimed that they could still hear the eerie whispers and the sound of footsteps in the night, even when the house was completely empty. Rumors began to spread that the house was cursed, and that anyone who dared to enter would never return. Some said that they had seen the ghostly figure of a young woman standing in the window, warning them to stay away. Despite the warnings, there were always those who were drawn to the mystery of the old house. Over the years, many brave souls attempted to explore the abandoned home, but none ever returned. One night, a group of teenagers decided to explore the old house, eager for a thrill. As they entered the house, they felt an eerie presence surrounding them. They heard the whispers and footsteps, but they were determined to push on. As they made their way through the house, they found the diary of the young girl who had died there many years ago. They read through the pages, shivering as they realized that they were reliving the same fate. Suddenly, everything went silent. The ghostly whispers stopped, and the teenagers were left standing in the eerie stillness. They realized that they had been warned, that they had a chance to escape before it was too late. As they turned to leave, they were met with a blinding light. They shielded their eyes and stumbled through the door, only to realize that they had been dead all along. The ghost of the young girl stood before them, warning them to stay away. From that day on, the old house on the edge of town remained empty and abandoned, a silent reminder of the dangers that lurked within. And those who dared to enter were never seen again.